morning, folks. Welcome to the Daily Dose of Dawn, Hate Watch edition. That's right, they dropped 3 episodes of Andor on us all at once. If you want to check out my Hate Watch earlier of Andor Season 2, Episode 1. But today, we are going to talk 2 episodes, double hate. Twice the hate today. Episodes 2 and 3. So, let's get ready for that. And of course, it looks like, as we can see, we are playing some Mario Golf today while we're at this, so expect a whole lot of swearing. That's just par for the course, as they say. Probably not quite as much swearing as Star Wars fans are doing at the TV the last week or so. But man, are we definitely gonna talk about that. Oh boy. Let me just say, like, I used to call this Smart Wars, this show. That's what I called it in season 1. Like, oh, that's why this didn't really get over all that well, because, you know, you gotta pay attention and gotta be kind of smart to get this. Oh my god, this has just gotten fucking retarded at this point. Not even. No, it's not fair, but it's unnecessary. Just, man, I'm trying to enjoy Star Wars. As always, folks, if you're watching this short on TikTok there, be sure you hit that like and follow button. But be sure to, more importantly, head on over to YouTube for the Daily Dose of Dawn. Click that subscribe button. Keep up to date with what's going on with the Daily Dose of Dawn. Alright. Oh, Jesus. We've got Charging Chuck out here. He ain't doing any better than I am. There's a par. At least I'm starting off way better than I did the last time. If y'all remember that swearfest. Alrighty, well, okay. So, as I started to figure out in the opener, this story is split into 3 separate stories that are clearly on a collision course. Okay? So we'll just go kind of one by one, even though the episode skips around. That's just the easiest way to explain it. So, we'll start out with Mon Mothma and what she's up to. Because previous Leon finally decided to show up and explain what this is about. Because, not gonna lie, like, I couldn't remember, like, the whole Mon Mothma part in the first season, I couldn't really remember who any of these characters are. Even though they were probably pretty important in the last one. I mean, one of them's like, you know, Mon Mothma's lover or some shit. He picked up, but yeah. Luckily, previous Leon showed up and reminded us of what the hell is going on. Look at that little bastard with his chip in. Alright, so Mon Mothma's daughter is getting married to some jerk's son that, as you might recall, in the first season, like, they arranged a meeting in exchange for some favor that I don't really remember. Alright. Now, the wedding is still, it's real light on plot. It's a whole lot of culture, visual shit. I mean, I remember sitting there going, like, this dance is really, really long. Like, oh well, maybe they might have needed some filler. Because the run times on these episodes aren't terrible. They're like 45 minutes. Alright. Let's see here. Other than that, and there's a Gorman mentioned at the wedding for some reason. Other than that, this is for the most part remaining like one of those things I say will probably make more sense on the second watch through. Okay. So, back over with Dedra, the Imperial lady. Hold on here. Oh boy. Shit. Oh, cool. Alright. Thought I was going to hit the penalty area. I'm alright with that at least. Drained it, whatever that meant. Alright, so Dedra appears to not be right. Oh. Alright. Yeah, good. God damn it. Oh, alright, I went a little bit out of order there, folks. And screw it. I don't think I revealed all that much because really in the second episode, that wedding is a slow burn. I don't know what the hell's going on, but yeah, I was just talking about the third episode. But nothing really happened at the wedding in the second episode, which is why I was able to make myself think that. I apologize for that, folks. Basically, Dedra wants out of this Gorman project, okay? In episode 2. And some other officer dude is trying her best, or trying his best, to convince her to keep it up, keep doing it. But she goes home to her husband, and they don't seem to want to be doing the project, so they just want to be hanging out there doing a husband and wife bullshit. Like, alright. Now, alright, we'll just go right into the third episode of the story anyways. That's the easiest way to do it. They got this thing real compartmentalized, but it all comes together. Alright, so Dedra stays home and she's with the husband. And this is where I'm again like, what the fuck are you doing, Star Wars? Like, it's cool that they're getting more grounded to down to earth, but it's like, alright, I really didn't need this again. Like, the fucking, we end up meeting Dedra's husband's mom, I guess, who was meeting her for the first time. They might not even be married, but. So they do the thing where the mom is a complete and total bitch, and it's really obvious, and so she does the wifey defend thing, where she's like, yeah, you're either gonna stop doing that, or you're gonna not participate in our lives. And that seems to have worked on her, is where we're left off on that story. Like I said, man, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why I would care about this. But I do not know if her special shot can do that. And this is probably the best idea. Alright. So, let's head back over to the migrants with the harvest. Apparently, Star Wars did not learn from Rebel Moon. No one gives a fuck about harvesting grain. Jesus Christ. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe they let Zack Snyder do this shit. Secretly. Jesus. But boy, does this just get dumb at this point. Whoa, look at that. That's pretty sweet. Alrighty then. Cool. But, okay, anyways. Ah, that was so cool. Lost my train of thought. Alright, so, again, y'all might recall from the last episode, I was like, so the Empire needs energy independence. I, I don't understand independence from who. They rule the galaxy. We have never seen anything about another galaxy that they trade with. Who are they looking to be independent from? Oh. Well, now we got pretty much the same problem here, except now we're dealing with migrant workers. Because, you know, it's Disney, and they couldn't just goddamn help themselves, but, you know, inject themselves into fucking politics. Yeah, my hopes that the politics would be light in here, yeah, they've been dashed. The politics are like, wow, oh my god, in your fucking face. Really? Alright. Oh, shit. Should have kept the standard spin on it, but alright. But, yeah, so basically, Andor's wife is apparently a migrant worker. I really gotta watch the season again, the first season again, because I didn't even remember his wife, but. Alright, fine. So she's a migrant worker. Again, they rule over the fucking galaxy. Where are they immigrating from? But yeah, we go through the hall and they talk about, oh, they need you workers for the harvest, but you are illegal and the rules are clear. And I mean, you know, I'm in such a tough position and blah 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 blah. And then we got rape in Star Wars. You know, let me tell you something here. In the original trilogy, we had like 3 women. Okay? We had Aunt Beru, whom is just like old lady. Alright? Because everybody back then, like their aunts were like their grandma's age for some reason. Straight up. Like Spider-Man does the same thing with Aunt May. But so you got an old lady. You got Leia, the ass kicker, you know, so she probably kick your ass, you try some shit. And then you got Mon Mothma in the first one, whom I don't even think was named at the time. She was just like, lady who gave the briefing. Those were your 3 women in like the whole damn thing. You know what we didn't have? We didn't have rape back then. Alright? Just saying. This is what happens when you let women into Star Wars. Oh. So, anyways, Andor's wife kills her attacker. Which, of course, alerts the rest of the Empire to come, or the rest of the stormtroopers in the area to come after her. So, we'll come back to that in just a second, though, because we'll skip back now to the beginning of episode 2, and we have Andor. Back to Andor. Okay? Now, Andor is still captured by this faction of people who killed the guy who he was supposed to bring the ship to. Alright. And okay, so Andor is on their ship because now they've split into two because they can't figure out who's in charge. Andor is on their ship, and the other faction is on the TIE Interceptor. And they kind of just pointing guns at each other and not really doing anything. And one side's got food, the other side doesn't. They're trying to figure out what to do. Andor is just totally taking charge from the prisoner seat here to keep these idiots alive, which, oh, whatever. Well, so basically, it takes a whole damn second episode, but eventually the two sides fight, and in the chaos, Andor hops in the TIE Interceptor and flies away. Now, and this is the end of episode 2. Now let me give you my reaction to that at that point. I was like, really? So this last thing with the first two episodes, Andor's kind of pointless. Like after stealing the TIE Interceptor, it's pointless side quest. It's the casino planet all over again. Except there's no real political messaging with this one, but wow, good job, Chuck. But I'm probably not gonna get this one, but let's see. But yeah, this is just it ends up just a pointless side mission. Like, none of the people that were down there leave with him. They're all still down there, presumably killing each other or some shit. I don't know. Maybe they'll come back later and be important. I kind of hope so, because right now I'm thinking, like, the first two episodes, Andor was pointless. They could have just had him steal the Interceptor and then go back to his wife with the Interceptor. Which, yes, alright, well, I just gave you away a little bit, but this whole damn thing is about spoiling anyways. Alright. So, to get back, alright, Andor in episode 3, he's got the TIE Interceptor. And it's an experimental plane, mind you. So, like, nobody really knows how to fly it. Alright, there is this funny scene where, like, he puts two wires together and, like, you know, it spins through space. Alright? And then later on, as he's talking to the Rebels command or whoever, okay, he's like, what does he say? He's like, I've been upside down for 2 days. And I'm just like, it's fucking space, dude. Like, you don't go upside down. I get that this is hard and this would actually make you throw up a lot, but like, the world spins in front of you. You are not upside down. Alright? This is why I say, like, actually, come to think of it, I think Battlestar Galactica is like the only one that really portrays space the correct way. I do remember being kind of impressed with like the Halo TV show, the way they portrayed space as you're like flying through it. But yeah, oh man, God, this is why you're no longer Smart Wars at this point. But anyway, so Andor is talking to them, and he's all like, hey, I don't know how to fly this fucking thing, and I'm stuck out here. You want to send somebody out here to get me or some shit? Plus, I want to talk to my wife. And, like, the lady is like, well, sir, there's a frequency blockade over the planet that your wife is on. And then, with the power of love, Andor suddenly is an ace fucking pilot with this thing. I mean, Jesus Christ, you know, maybe the single childless guy, like, you know, isn't a huge expert in love, but I don't think it makes you able to fly a plane. Just saying. Alright, but Andor flies off. And of course, he shows up in the Interceptor in the perfect time. Son bitch. Penalty area. But just in time to find the Imperials going after his wife and kids. Alright, and this is when I say, like, holy shit, he's suddenly like an ace pilot, because, man, he is flying the hell out of that tie, and he is blowing these motherfuckers away. Friggin', he lands the thing, he finds Brasso, whom I barely learned his name in time, but he's the other rebel that was with his wife, and he's dead. He's all like, oh, fuck, that sucks. That wasn't great, but alright. So Andor heads over. He grabs his wife. He's all like, Brasso's dead. We gotta get in the, yeah. Gotta get in the TIE fighter and fly away, honey. Basically, that is the end of episode 3. So Andor's definitely got a lot to be pissed about here soon. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, good. You better fuck up too, because... Man, I'm about to double bogey this, apparently. Yeah, at least the back 9 edition here will actually be only 9. It'll be less than 9, probably, though. Oh, let me tell you what, though, folks. It's actually, I mean, I don't know. I feel like you're going to hear the phrase, at least it's better than the Acolyte, a lot when it comes to Andor this season. Like, look, I'm not denying that, like, you know, migrant workers and rape and all that are problems. They are, obviously. Alexa, stop. Alexa, pause. Alright, cool. I don't know, though, folks. I'll still watch. I'll probably keep watching whatever crap. You know how long it took me to stop watching WWE? I mean, there's a funny side story for you. You know what convinced me to finally stop watching WWE? Was, I believe it was like WrestleMania 38 when Sami Zayn wrestled Johnny Knoxville. And I realized, oh my God, this is the most entertaining thing I have seen on WWE in years. And that is so sad and pathetic. See, Star Wars is going to have to get to that point. They're not there yet. But they do appear to be trying their best to get there. I mean, I didn't watch Skeleton Crew, so I don't know if that was really all that great, but I don't know. Oh. Oh. Now, like I said, they ain't lost me yet, but... And of course, as always, folks, let's not forget give a shout out to the show's sponsor, W Energy Drinks. That is right. When you need that friggin' new energy at the end of the day, W has got you covered, man. There's no jitters, no crash with this stuff. It tastes delicious. You get it in this tub, there's like 40 servings in there, too. Alright? You know how much like 40 energy drinks would cost you at the store? And the cheap ones, you're talking $80 right there. Alright? And where are you going to put 40 cans of energy drink? Is that even going to fit in your refrigerator? What are you thinking, man? You need that energy drink in bulk, boy. Alright. And here's the best part, man. You go down to the link in the description of this video. You use promo code TDDD, which is, of course, the initials for the Daily Dose of Dawn. Alright? You get yourself 10% off. And you'll support this show. Yeah, we gotta get there, guys. Like, so I can quit my day job. And I can hang out here with y'all all day long. Don't y'all like that idea? Well, even if you don't like that idea, go buy some W anyways. It was not their fault. Alright, folks. Oh, look, we got here. We are probably going to wrap things up after this hole, and then we will have a back 9 edition tomorrow for you to see how this goes. At least I'm not getting slaughtered anywhere near to the point that I was last time with my, like, 20 over par, I think I ended. Oh, ooh. Man, he's getting good at that chip, man. Just a little bit over. Oh. Alright. Oh, cool. I can still get a birdie. And bam! Birdie! Alright, folks. Charging Chuck's gonna sink his. And I think that'll be it for us today. As always, folks, keep up to date with what's going on with your daily dose of dawn.